Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do for this video because last weekend I really didn't get a chance to read. We had a bunch of stuff going on and it was a super fun weekend. I just haven't been sure like if I wanted to do a like December kind of TBR or like a end of the year, like what I want to get to before the year is over. I mean, there's just so many different ideas that I have in my head, but I think what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to pick out a couple books and then have my kids pick out what I'm going to be reading between now and the end of the year. I think my next book TBR will be like stuff on my shelves that I've been wanting to get to for a while and haven't. I feel like I've gotten so many new books and I'm like overwhelmed. Like I don't know where to start. And the ones that I'm reading right now are, okay, so the nonfiction is so good, but I feel like I want to like cling to every detail and not miss anything. So I can feel myself reading it slow, which is tough because like it's like the end of the year, so I still have so much that I want to get to, especially like you know, Christmas fiction. I really want to start like getting into like more of the holiday books and kind of getting out of like the dark fantasy fall vibes. So I'm trying, and I'm still working my way through Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. I'm almost halfway through now. And this one's taking me a while too. I really don't know why I'm not like meshing with her writing. I feel like it's just me because everyone else has loved this book. So I really don't know what the issue is. I'm liking where the story is going. So I'm hoping that like between this week and weekend, we have no plans this weekend. But yeah, so when my kids get home, depending on their mood, we will pick out some books and have some dinner. And then do some more reading. Last night we watched The Grinch, and it's funny because they watched it on repeat, the boys did, over and over and over again when it first came out, and then it was taken off of Netflix like the week before Christmas, which made no sense, last year. And so this year I just rented it from Amazon Prime just for like a night to see if they remembered it, and they like had no recollection of the movie at all. I was like, oh my god, you guys used to watch this. Like it would be like, it was like July before their birthday and they were still watching The Grinch. So it was just funny that they were like, what's this? What do you mean? You watched this like 1,000,002 times. So I will be waiting for them to get home, and then we will pick out some books. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pre-select a couple of books just to give them an option. Like I'm not just going to let them go to my bookshelf and pick stuff out. I'm just going to have like a stack, and then whatever they pick is going to be what I'm going to be picking up within the next month and a half until New Year's. I think I just heard the car, so I think they're home. I'll be back. Alright guys, we have all these books. Huh? Snacks. Okay. Listen. Can you pick one book?
I'll pick this book.
Okay. Grant, can you pick out one book?
I don't, Mama.
You're all done?
Yeah.
You're only picking one?
No. I
Oh, okay.
this one.
That one?
Yeah.
That's a big one. Okay. Any other ones?
Mama, I want this one.
Yeah.
This is a big one.
Oh, okay. I think I want to read this one because this is a Christmas book. So can I pick that one? Okay. So I'll pick that one, and you picked this one?
This is too heavy.
Oh. Do you want me to read this one?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I want to read this one.
Oh, you're going to read it? You are? Okay, pick one and hand it to me. You want that one?
Yeah.
Okay. hard not to show my face because it's been a long day and I'm tired. Tomorrow is Friday, and so it's almost the weekend. We really don't have plans this weekend, so I think I'm gonna stay up a little bit late tonight and do some reading. Right now I'm wrapping presents. Normally I am like done with my shopping ahead of time, so like wrapping presents in November really doesn't faze me at all. Only have a couple of things to wrap this year, so it won't take that long. Normally I like make like a night of it and have like a glass of wine and some Christmas music and do it like downstairs when the kids are sleeping, but right now they're in the tub after dinner and I just needed like a minute to myself, so I'm just wrapping some of this stuff. I know this is probably going to be the weirdest vlog, probably also my shortest. It's been a little crazy. And I didn't film anything last week. This week has been really busy. I've only gotten a little bit of reading done. I feel like I keep saying that. But sorry if you can hear my kids downstairs. It's just how it is now. So the idea for this video was for my kids to pick out my TBR to kind of have an idea of what to read before the end of the year. And I feel like I've been concentrating so much on what I want to get to like next year because I have so many good ones on my bookshelf that I really wanted to just get a couple of them hopefully before the end of the year happens. So without further ado, I will show you. I'll also add in the clip of how they were picking. I just laid them all out on the floor and I was like, whatever you want to do, just go ahead and pick. So for some reason they absolutely love Franny and Zooey. I don't know if it's because it's green and they like the color green or because it's so small, but like anytime they come into the room and I see them playing with my books, they'll like open it and pretend to read, and they always pick this one. So like some of the pages are bent because it's constantly in their hand. This is my mom watching the kids downstairs. This is only 170 pages, so I feel like this is very manageable, and I've been wanting to get to this since I got it about like 3 months ago. I think it'll be good. Honestly, I'm trying to think if I know what this is about, and I don't think I do. I might have to look that up. Hang on. I literally just took 2 seconds and looked it up. It says the short story concerns Franny's weekend date with their collegiate boyfriend, Lane. Lane takes her to a fashionable lunchroom where Franny becomes quickly exasperated when he only appears interested in conversing about the minutiae of his academic frustrations. So I don't know if that, I thought it was a book about a friendship. Sorry, I just had to go check on my kids. Okay, so I originally had thought this book was going to be about a friendship, like not a relationship story, so I'm not really sure. But it is a short story. Kind of seems like maybe a college setting, so I think I'll probably click with it, and hopefully it's a fast read, even if it is a classic. My mom downstairs is like I feel like anytime I try to like do something, it's just chaos and loudness down there. But they have fun, so whatever. Next one they picked out is Christmas in Vermont by Anita Hughes, which is also perfect. I'm glad that I had a couple. I bought a few Christmas excuse me, Christmas books last year around this time and then never read them. I don't know. I remember because I was going through The Gilded Wolves. I remember I was reading that at this time, so I didn't end up picking any of the Christmas books I had bought. So this year I feel like I'm making it a little bit more of a point to read it. You can just snuggle up and, I don't know, have a glass of wine and like, but I just like always like seeing or picturing like people walking through like a winter wonderland or like a park with all the snow, like that kind of thing. And I feel like for some reason in New York State, like snow starts late. Like it gets freezing early, but snow doesn't start until like January probably. I mean, we get like a little bit of snow, but then like the big storms are like right before spring, and it's obnoxious. Like I'd rather it be snowing now and then spring actually come, and I feel like we never get spring. Anyway, huge tangent. This again is Christmas in Vermont by Anita Hughes, and it says Emma can't believe her luck when she finds an open jewelry store 2 days before Christmas in Manhattan. She's there to sell the beautiful bracelet her ex-boyfriend gave her when a familiar looking watch catches her eye. It's the engraved watch that she gave her college boyfriend years ago. On a whim, she trades the bracelet for a watch and wonders at the timing. I think it'll be cute. I think it's going to be kind of like a written version of a Hallmark movie, and I've been to Vermont a few times, so I feel like as far as like imagery or like picturing scenes, I feel like I'll really be able to, and I'm excited for that. The next one that they picked out was Last Christmas in Paris. This is by Hazel, Gaynor, and Heather Webb, and it says a World War I novel. Honestly, I am really excited for this one, not only because of the Christmas theme and Paris. For some reason I like keep thinking about Paris and wanting to read more books on it, but I have been looking for World War I. Tell me if I'm not the only one, because I feel like I am. Anytime I search World War I, only World War II recommendations come up. Like if I type it into Google, half of the books that I read about World War II come up, and I can't like find anything on World War I. So I feel like that's weird. Hopefully it's a little bit quieter. So yeah, I have been having like the hardest time finding World War I, and I don't know why. Maybe there's just not a lot of fiction on it. I honestly don't know that much about World War I because I feel like I don't read any fictional stories in that time period. So this one, I bought this not realizing that it was World War I, and then I saw it and I was like, oh, that's awesome. So okay, so it says Christmas in Paris. Thomas Harding travels to the City of Lights, a packet of cherished letters in hand, letters that tell a story of love, loss, friendship, and family, and the innocent hopes of a generation devastated by war. As he reads the letters one more time, Tom is transported back to 1914. And then it says, oh, this is cute. See, I feel like the imagery in this is going to be so good. It just says like little cafe, romantic cafes of Paris, and like I can just picture like walking around with everything lit up outside and just like a really fun time. So yeah, and I just like the fact that it like transports back in time a little bit. I think it'll be good. And I like the format too. It has like, my kids picked it out because they said, let me find the page. Like it has letters, and I like that it kind of like breaks it up a little bit. You know what I mean? The storyline. But they picked it because they saw the front cover and they said, oh, Christmas. And then when they flipped through it, they saw one of these pages and they were like, oh, snowflakes. And they were so excited. So I think that one will be super cute. The next one they picked out for me is The Snow Child. I don't know if I'm going to say this right. By, is it Eowyn? Is the E silent? Is it Eowyn Ivey? I feel like I've heard it before and I was like, oh, that's how you say it. And then now I don't know. This was a used library book sale. So I got it for like 5 cents, 10 cents, which is good. And I've also seen quite a few, I think this is the one that quite a few people have been talking about. Sorry, I'm out of focus. I'm too close. But this says Alaska 1920, a brutal place to homestead and especially tough for recent arrivals Jack and Mabel. They are childless, drifting apart through the struggles to maintain the farm, crumbling from loneliness and despair. So I think this one is like magical realism, which I really liked. Honestly, this is making me think of Beast of Extraordinary Circumstance, just because it started out in like a snowstorm and kind of had like that element a little bit. So I wonder if this is similar, or like if it'll be like one where people recommend, like if you like one book you're gonna like this one kind of thing. But I feel like a lot of people have read this already, and so I know I'm late to the game, but I do want to give it a try. Should be interesting though. I almost wonder if it's like also like magical realism, but like with a like folklore kind of, maybe. I don't know, we'll have to see. They're just so big. My one son Grant, I was like, you're gonna keep picking big ones? He's like, yeah. I'm like, awesome. The next one they picked out is For the Wolf by Hannah Whitten, and I actually just hauled this for my birthday. And so yeah, I was actually really looking forward to this, and honestly I thought it would be good for like fall season, like October, November, and it is November right now. But the cover kind of makes me think it's gonna be like a twisted, like it looks a little bit Christmassy just by like the woods, so I think it'll still be a good pick as far as like a seasonal. But I'm definitely interested. It almost feels like a, like, not fairy tale, but like legends and stuff. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, but ooh. Actually, this blurb says atmospheric, folkloric, and half familiar. If you ever wished Beauty and the Beast had more eldritch forest monsters and political machinations, this is the romance for you. Oh, it's a romance. Oh, I knew that. The next book they picked out is A Winter's Promise by Christelle Dabos. And this is book 1 in the Mirror Visitor series. Love it. Whoever designed these are epic. And actually, the reason that I picked this book, like just bought it on a whim, was not only because I saw Reagan from Peruse Projects, I think it is. I saw her recommend the series and said it was really good, but the main character has my daughter's name and I don't ever see her name a lot, so I'm excited to kind of see what it's really about. Okay, so this is also like, it has a magical element to it. It says a mix of awkward misfit and misunderstood genius, Ophelia cares little about appearances or other people's opinions of her. She possesses 2 special gifts, an unrivaled talent for reading the past of objects and the ability to travel through mirrors. Her peaceful, if somewhat dull existence on the arc of Anima is interrupted when she is promised in marriage to Thorn. Ophelia must follow her fiancé to the towering city, and she realizes she is a pawn in a political game that will have far-reaching ramifications not only for her, but her entire world. I've been meaning to get to this for like a couple years now, so I hope that I really like it, and then I can buy the other 2 books like with Christmas money. And even if I don't like it, I'll probably still buy the other books because I really love the covers, and sometimes it's worth it. Really wanting to read this one too for a long time, The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern. I read Night Circus, oh my gosh, probably like 5 or 6 years ago now, and I really liked it. I really like her writing. It says, far beneath the surface of the earth, upon the shores of the starless sea, there is a labyrinth collection of tunnels and rooms filled with stories, the entryways that lead... Oh, it's focusing. I'm like, what is that? Is that better? Not with this. What is this? The entryways that lead to this sanctuary are often hidden, sometimes on forest floors, sometimes in private homes. Zachary Rollins is searching for his door, though he does not know it. He follows a silent siren song and an inexplicable certainty that he is meant for another place. I really don't know what's going on, but a lot of people talk about it, and lately I feel like the more people that have read it recently have been saying that like they're not for it, and when it first came out it seemed like everyone was for it, so I'll be interested to see. But also I feel like that's how Night Circus is too. Like some people are like, oh, the story dragged on forever and ever, but I tend to like stuff like that. I don't know, we'll see. I hope the world building is good for the, like, however he's supposed to be traveling through doors or something. Like I just hope, I mean the Night Circus was, so I'm assuming it'll be the same. But and the last one that the kids want me to get to before the end of the year is Realm Breaker by Victoria Aveyard. This is just a whole different atmosphere. Like, this is gonna take time and concentration. Honestly, I'm all for it. I really love Victoria Aveyard. I love her writing. I have the Red Queen series. I got it for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I honestly never finished it. I think I got 3 or 4, I don't know how many are in there. I think I got like 3 books in, and I had 1 left, and I was reading it right before I was my due date for the boys. So I was like almost all the way through, and I brought my library book to the hospital because, you know, having twins is like nothing apparently, and I thought I would have time to read it and feel okay. And the library book ended up going back to the library without being read, and then so I just asked for the series for Christmas to reread it, and I haven't reread it since. But yeah, so okay, so the boys want me to read over 3,100 pages before the end of the year, so we'll see. I have also a couple library books that I wanted to go over before I end this vlog. Oh my gosh, I have a lot. It really is true what the memes say, like when your library audiobooks come in from being on hold, it's like all of them at once. But I have The Paper Palace by Miranda Heller, and I have a physical copy of that too. But I read like the first couple of pages, and I don't know if I was just not in the mood for it or what, but I just couldn't start it, so I thought maybe I would try audio. Then I have The Rehearsals by Annette Christie, which seems like just a quick rom-com, so I'm for that. And then I have The Lions of Fifth Avenue by Fiona Davis, all on my Libby. Super bright. There we go. And then, why is it so bright? And then on my Audible, I started last night when I was wrapping presents. So I have The Christmas Bookshop by Jenny Colgan, and then Next Year in Havana by Chanel Cleaton. I like started both of those. I don't know what my deal is. I just like haven't been, like I'm in the reading mood, but I'm not progressing through anything. So kind of annoying, but I feel like I'm just annoying myself, no one else, so it's fine. So tonight I am a little bit dressed up. Me and one of my best friends who I've been friends with since basically birth, we are going to get dinner and have a drink. Then tomorrow is really just gonna be hanging out at home, cleaning up outside because we have a lot of like stuff to put away before the snow comes. I don't think we're expecting a storm, but it just, do you ever notice like the sky sometimes just looks like it's gonna start snowing, like there's no clouds and it's just clear? It's like Lorelai Gilmore, I smell snow. But So yeah, we want to like put all of our like tables and stuff away, and so yeah, it's just gonna be a lot of picking up and then hopefully reading, and that's it. So please like the video, subscribe, do the notifications if you like the content, and recommend me so I can get more followers, please. Bye.